How's it going, everybody? Got Arnie, and of course, you got Mater. So, I guess wait to see how many people decide to show up tonight. So far, it doesn't show I got anybody watching. That's fine. It usually takes a little bit for everybody to get in there. Of course, Arnie, he's got to have all his notifications going off.
Nice.
There's Randy.
Hi, everyone.
Yep. So,
And church requested for a digital feed, so that just got that done.
yep. Well, really? You're gonna leave then? Okay, fine. I'm not gonna escort you to the door. You probably know where it's at already. What's going on there, board? Oh, hey, that was a nice looking chair you got. Probably nice and comfortable.
Oh. There.
All right. I think that one's just about done. Oh, it's okay. I brought me a backup. And Kelly's gone live.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah, the one you did on the short and everything, I was watching about 10 minutes ago. No, not the wheelchair one. Like the regular desk chair and everything, that one. But anyways, I did get a chance to go to the hernia doctor yesterday. He looked at it. And he took the little pieces of tape and everything off that he put on there. He said he wanted to look at my handiwork, and he said built of it, had me cough and everything, and said everything looks good and everything. I said, okay, so you're ready to take the stitches out? He goes, don't have to. I go, what do you mean? He goes, the type that he winds up using on the external is a dissolvable kind. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. He goes, yep. He said they actually, for what he was doing and everything, it's a dissolvable style. It just goes away after, he said about a week and a half. So he said, but now the stitches he put on the inside will never go away. Of course, one thing he did say was, just because you're feeling good today, still do not overexert yourself. He said,
Yeah.
it takes at least 6 weeks for those muscles to heal. That's why, and say in 2 weeks you're going to be feeling really good. Nope, don't overdo it. Stick to the plan and everything, because otherwise you're going to rip the stitches out and you'll be right back in. So I don't plan on doing that.
Yeah. I remember my mom going through it. I had to do everything.
Yep. So right now, even though I'm still one-handed, I still can't do much. So this right here will all be done. Yeah. I mean, and never brought up like this. The one thing about with my hernia, it seems to be the most common because it's dealing with the umbilical cord area. And it's something natural for everybody. It's just a small defect that everybody's got. Okay? Some people may never get that type of hernia. Some people might get other types. But that's just a weak spot in your abdominal wall. Plain and simple. And I mean, like I said, the doctor was saying, yeah, I mean, it's nothing major now, but Actually, it was on the top of the belly button. Yeah. And like, see, Randy, yeah, you already had one, so yeah, it's something normal. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's right there on top of the belly button is where mine was, probably a couple inches long. Yep. See, now if that's what you got, I suggest getting to your doctor and have them, well, yeah, I mean, it could be yeah, I mean, the bottom of it might be the same thing. If it's right there connected to where the belly button is, then yeah, it's probably that kind.
Yeah.
If you're not in pain, it's probably the same thing like what I had, because I had mine for about 3 years. It's just the fatty tissue in the abdominal wall that's just poking through the muscle. Which you go through the same thing I've done in 6 weeks, you're good to go. And you don't have to worry about a hernia, or I mean, having the mesh and everything put in. Because all he had to do was make the little incision, go in there, tink, tink, and stitch it back up, just sew up the muscles back again. But he said some people, they get it, they'll have that, and it's, it's just a fat, but then all of a sudden they got the intestines poking through. Then that's a problem there. Yeah. Well, like I said, I wasn't there, Randy, so I don't know, and I'm not going to look. I'm not the doctor, but mine's right there on the top of the belly button. No, you're not going to do that, dear board. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's nothing major. It's just something that, like I said, majority of people will have, because it's, as the doctor told me, it's just a natural defect in the body, because that's where the hole was for the abdominal, the umbilical cord. Yes, boss. Okay, so Randy, what you had was something. It was not an umbilical hernia. It was something different.
Air. Waylon got stuck.
See, that's what I'm saying. If it's right there where the belly button is, then that's what they call umbilical. If it's not, it's a different type of hernia. It could be if it's where you're saying that, Randy. That was, an abdominal hernia. It's not the same. I mean, they got different. There's different hernias in that area. I mean, you get ones in the groin area, and that's a different type. But all it is you stress the muscle and it got torn. That's all a hernia is. And some people, they know when they've got one, and it hurts. And if you've got your intestines poking through, that could be a major problem, because then cuts circulation and everything off. Then you got a chance of dying.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing behind hernias, like they say. It also depends upon how bad and serious it is. Yeah. But on a different subject, one thing that I was looking at, or something I was thinking about getting, since I got all these trees and everything around here, is once I cut the big branches down and everything, I gotta go and start trimming them down. So I get the big reciprocating saw, and that thing weighs quite a bit. It's 2 hands. Right now, I've only got one. So it was like, well, Bauer's got the little one. So let me go bring that up. So if Steven comes in the basement, I'm not going to be able to see him pop in. Of course, right now, yeah, they're doing their spring Black Friday going on right now, which I'm eligible for right now. Yeah. Okay, I just got to looking at it. Okay, I guess I didn't look that hard. Okay. There it is. We get over here. Share screen. So that's what I was looking at as far as getting. Hey, 3Bs, how you doing?
Hey, 3Bs.
Because right now I'm already, I've got the Bauer chargers, I've got batteries, I'm in the Bauer line. And it's like, okay, that's not bad. $65 for it plus tax. Probably going to be about $10 to $15 to get a 2-year extended warranty on it. Like, yeah, that's about right. Hey, if you want 2 more, you can come in over to my house and do 2 more hours. I still got daylight for a little bit longer. They're probably going to have some good sales than at yours, Randy. But anyways, like I said, I was, thinking, hey, no problem, get a 4-inch, the blade and everything for this, and I go to town cutting off all the small stuff. But then on the same page, as it shows right there, which you may like, they got the Hercules. Yeah, I know. But this is one thing that really got me. I mean, right now, $5 more, I can get the Hercules, but it already comes with a 5-year warranty. So that means I wouldn't have to worry about buying an extended warranty on the Bauer. I mean, on the Hercules, it already has it. It's the same, basically the same thing. The only drawback is I don't have any Bauer chargers or batteries. So that's something I was discussing with Crystal earlier. Is I may wind up going and getting into the Hercules line. Also, because hey, Angela.
Hi, Angela.
Yeah, the Hercules. The Hercules is supposed to be the prosumer, whereas the Bauer is the homeowner. So that's the thing about with going. That's why I'm seriously thinking about going and getting into the Hercules line. Simple fact is, yes, I do like my Cobalt. Simple fact is because they've got that 5-year warranty. Well, Hercules is now coming out with that. So I may wind up, as I say, I may wind up jumping ship and going to the Harbor Freight Blue in Hercules. I mean, it's lower cost, and it's already got a 5-year warranty on it. Where am I going wrong at? So Tell you what, we got to compare apples to apples, not apples to plums. So, let me get over to my Lowe's website and see what they have to offer.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Okay. So I found it found one over at, it was basically the same thing for cobalt. So let me get, like I said, the Hercules was 69, say 70 bucks. Oh, this is what your cobalt one is. So it's $79. Right now they've got a sale on it till the 16th for $79, normally $99. So forget about that sale, normal. So since the Hercules normal price $69.99, we're gonna go normal everyday price. So $99. We're talking $30 cheaper is the Hercules. Same length of warranty. And I don't have a problem. They probably do, Randy, but still, it's a third battery line. That's what I'm going after. It's another battery line. So it doesn't matter if it is the Hercules, doesn't matter if it's Craftsman, doesn't matter what DeWalt, Metabo. Main thing is third battery line. Okay. So I've already got Bauer. If I'm already at Harbor Freight buying something, I'm already there. If I want a Bauer or do I want Hercules? So instead of going Harbor Freight, Lowe's, Home Depot, if I had a Menards around, be going there. No, it's just saving the time and trouble going to just one store to buy everything.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. Is that right there? Is you're sticking to one store to buy stuff at, which means time and gas. Okay, so that's also another thing is how much is your time, how much is the gas that you're spending going from store to store to store, and then back home to buy all that stuff for 3 separate battery lines. That's the main purpose behind this, behind my weird logic, you could say. So like I said, Cobalt's got one, $99. So you might as well say it's, so it's $29 more than the Hercules. Well, yeah, I've got all these Cobalt batteries. Okay, no big deal. So if I say I got that one from, let me do this, go back to the other. Yeah. There it is, that's what I'm looking for. So share screen. So say I want to go with the Hercules. Okay. Well, that means I've got to start buying the batteries and start buying the chargers. Well, all I need, I'm not going to be having that many chargers anyways. Now I will admit that there are tools that Hercules has got that Bauer doesn't, but there's a lot of tools that Bauer's got that you can't get in Hercules. And one of the tools that Hercules has got, I would like to get my hands on. They actually do have a 1/4 inch battery operated ratchet. That'd be perfect for some of that small stuff to be able to tighten and loosen. And if I'm not mistaken, they also have a 1/2 inch drive ratchet. So that's something else I'm looking at, because they offer stuff that's not in Bauer. But since Randy brought up Craftsman, so that, let me see what Craftsman. I'm back over at Lowe's. Let's see if they offer the small one. Okay, Craftsman does offer a small one. They have their 20 volt. Normal price, $99. So then that means, okay, I'd have to get Craftsman charger, because that's tool only. So that means I have to get the charger, I have to get the battery, at least one battery, one charger. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I wanted, okay, so say I got that, I'm gonna get the blades. I've already got that. So there's one battery and a charger. That's $178. $178 for the little reciprocating saw, one battery, and one charger. Okay. Well, say, Randy, you've already got batteries and chargers, then you're only looking at $99. Okay. So I'm looking at, if I go that route, $178. Me, if I go Cobalt, I've already got batteries, I got charger, I'll be looking at $99. Same way you are with the Craftsman. But like I said, we got to compare. We're going to compare apples to apples and everything. So let me get back over to Cobalt. I mean, not Cobalt, but Harbor Freight. And let me get over here and let's see get into deals. And let's see what deals they've got in Hercules. Okay. So with something like that, okay, so right now they have a starter kit for $100. You get several different tools to choose from. So it's a 5 amp hour battery, 4 amp hour charger. Okay. They're saying $99.99, but on the website it does show $119 for some reason. It's $20 more. I don't understand why. That's fine. So you get a tool free. Well, hey Robert, how you doing?
Hey, Robert.
I don't really see any other free tools that I would need. I mean, I've already got a 3/8 impact in Cobalt. I've got the 1/2 inch. I've already got the 1/2 inch the big 1/2 inch from Bauer. Okay. I've already got 7 1/4 circular saw. Got that. I've already got the angle grinder. I've already got the 1/4 inch impact driver. I've already got a router. I've already got the Bauer orbital sander. I don't need a drywall screw gun. I've already got the Cobalt multi-tool. I've already got the Cobalt jigsaw. I've already got the Cobalt reciprocating saw. So basically, nothing on that list I would need if I get that starter kit. But it is 99, it's $100. So I'd actually be paying more to get the Hercules over the Craftsman. But then, like I say, if I get the Cobalt, I ain't got to worry about buying battery. I ain't got to worry about buying a, the charger. I've already got all that. So, I mean, like I said, right now I'm just I'm weighing my options. Because, well, I mean, actually, no. It's $70 for the, well, actually, it'd be $170 to buy that starter kit with the battery and charger and the reciprocating saw compared to $178, say if I went Craftsman. So I'm already saving $8 there. But then, yeah, I'm saving $100 just by getting the Cobalt one. But then, like I said, time just to go from here to Lowe's over in Waxahachie and back, which is about 20 minutes each way, plus the time in the store and the gas going over there and back. So we're already talking, at least an hour time wise, plus the gas going there and back. You got to add that in, factor all that in. How much is, what's an hour of my time worth? Right now, I got plenty of it because I'm not doing anything. But if I was working, what is an hour of my time worth? That's what you got to calculate into your daily routine.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's something that a lot of people do not look at as far as, oh, I can go get it for this price. Yeah, but you got all these other things you got to factor in. So, I mean, yeah, it'd be cheaper for me to just go get the Cobalt one. But then a lot of my Cobalt tools are already over 5 years old. But they're still going good and strong. I'm not having a problem with them. I mean, a couple of them, yeah, I do have a little bit here and there, but no big deal. Something like that's easy to fix, or it's an easy solve problem.
Here you go.
But like I said, that's something that you got to decide on. And if that's the case, then yeah, I might just be, like I said, be going, jumping ship from Lowe's and going straight to, Harbor Freight and buying nothing but Hercules and Bauer. But I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. And figure out what the bank account's going to be like. But am I specific to that brand? No. I mean, if you look at my tools that I've got in here now, my reciprocating, or not the reciprocating, but the table saw is Skill. The my air filtration systems I've got are both their Win. The little scroll saw I've got there is Win. Could have got the Bauer one, but it's way more expensive. The planer is Win. I do like the Win products. Price wise, to me, I like them. I like them price wise. And that's something else I look at when I'm buying tools is price. Yeah, I could have got the Bauer one, but they were about at least two things about it that kept me from doing that. One, way more expensive, and second, instead of the bed itself tilting, you had the whole machine still sitting there tilting while the bed stayed stationary. It's like, no. Now, I mean, yeah, it was bigger. I think it was 22. This is 16. Okay, fine. But I'm not doing anything that big. It's easy if I need something bigger than 16 inches, turn the piece around, start going the other direction, which I've done. As I say, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why Steven's not here. Daughter hadn't got his Menard shirt washed and dried yet. He's probably waiting on the dryer.
And I think he works tomorrow too, if I remember right.
Yeah, it probably does. Oh, and before I forget, not this Friday, but next Friday, Crystal will not be doing her live stream. That's only because we're not going to be home. But I will be taking my camera with me. We're actually going somewhere.
Yeah, that'll be Good Friday.
Is it? Yeah. But anyways, we're going to be going Midlothian because the band that we want to sing, first time we actually went out, been over 4 years now, it's Kid 6. They're actually playing over Midlothian. And I shared it out there on Facebook and everything. It's like, oh, okay. We haven't been out in over a year because, things going on. Dealing with my mom and other things going on at the time.
Gosh.
Like, okay, we just can't do it. Would like to, but just can't.
Yeah.
Someone made a comment on something I did earlier. I'll look at it later. But just the fact that they're going to be away. Midlothian is like 20, 25 minutes away. Okay, fine, no big deal. And it was like $10 a ticket. So we're looking at $20. But then they have to add a venue tax, some of this other stuff. It's like, okay, fine. So I was going to look at it, like $28. So $14, basically $14 a ticket. That's not bad. And the guys are good. Okay. Yes, they are a cover band, but Rod and the guys, especially Rod and Blue, they put on a great show. I mean, I've done videos of them in the past. But I mean, they sound good. But what really got me at first was like, oh, you can have a reserved table. Okay, no big deal. There's a place called Fat Daddy's. I think it's maybe $20 to reserve a table. Hey, Sarah.
Hi,
Yeah,
Sarah.
that's your normal cooking, lurking and cooking. If you're not lurking and cooking, you're lurking and crocheting. And I did show Crystal the pics that you sent me of the teacups. Well, if you're going to do it during the daytime, that's fine. But I'm still going to do mine at 6 o'clock Central. Unless we can, unless you want, we can find a way of doing it together at the same time, your channel and mine. I don't know how I would be able to do that. And since, usually, Randy, you only go for about an hour, I go 2 hours. Like I said, I'm not sure how that would work out.
I usually go for 2 or plus more hours.
Yeah. But as far as the other goes, I was looking on there, $75 for a reserved table.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like I saw that and everything. I told Crystal, she goes, never mind. I messaged Rod and told him that. He goes, wow. So what he's going to try and do is get us sitting at his table. I'm going, that. I said, that would be very nice. Hey, Lady Sky.
Hi, Lady Sky.
Oh, that's Mary? Okay. So, yeah, I mean, that's what really got me was $75 to reserve a table. I'm going, no thanks. I like the guys. I don't like them that much. And Pocketbook couldn't handle that. Not that much.
We had a place here too one time called Fat Daddy's. I don't know if they were related or not. We were going to check it out once and check the prices on everything, and we were like, no way, we'll go someplace else.
Yeah. I think it's a chain restaurant, bar, and everything. I'm not sure on that. I know we got the one over in Mansfield. And I think there's others around.
Yeah. What you doing, Layla?
But like I said, I'm not 100% sure on that. That's what I'm saying. Don't hold me to that because I'm not 100% sure. I've not investigated it or anything like that, so I don't know. I mean, I do know there are several chains, restaurant chains throughout the United States. Of course, one of them is, of course, going to be, oh damn, there's one over in Grapevine. There's the one down in Galveston. Rainforest Cafe. So I do know, I mean, there's chains of restaurants like that. Now, there's one restaurant I wish they would have a chain of. That'd be the Heart Attack Grill. Unfortunately, there's only one, and it's out in Vegas.
Yeah.
That one I wouldn't mind having some of their food.
Yeah, and this is in my area.
Right. I mean, like I said, it's possible it's part of the chain. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, during the week they have, it's regular restaurant. But on Friday and Saturday nights they have bands come in to play. Well, Randy, if you can figure it out, let me know. And like I said, I wouldn't mind. But like I said, you only go an hour, but I go 2 hours.
And this one too shows a band playing in the background, and looks like they also have some outside stuff.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of places that do that. Um, I know Rocket Cafe, it's a regular restaurant. They have the restaurant on one side, but then they got the bar on the other. And they have bands, but they're usually there on Friday and Saturday night. Of course, they got the big boards. They write, the chalkboard, and they tell you who's showing up on what night and what time.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of places that do that. But like I said, when I sent that message off to Rod earlier, um, he was surprised as well, how much it was going to cost and everything. But he said he's going to see, about getting us where we can sit at his table. Okay.
Yeah.
And I told Crystal that. She goes, "You got tickets bought?" I go, "Fixing to." So I went and bought 2 tickets. So we have 2 tickets bought for next Friday night to go see Rod. Kid 6, and like I said, I'll be taking my video, taking my camera with me and doing some recording, and that will come out next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but the following weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work, Randy. I do know there's a lot of channels that will do that. You'll have one channel that will go live at one time, and then they shut down. But say, hey, say they have someone up on panel with them, and they'll say, hey, and so is going live next, so go over and join them. They shut it down, and then the other person, starts going. I mean, it might be a minute or 2 lag in between the two, but yeah, I know that's how some of them do it. Yeah. Yeah, and please don't type that name in. But now, if you want to do that, Randy, that's fine. If you want to go live at now that would be what, about 4:30, about 4:30 my time. Because remember, I'm an hour behind you, so it's like 6:45 right now. No problem. And last time, I was gonna say, last time I looked, I think 71 away from hitting 1,000 subs. I don't mean the kind you can eat. Might as well. I did forget to go and share it on Facebook. Well, yeah, Robert, she doesn't ever want to share, invite us over. Her and Sonny are too stingy to do that. She don't ever make enough food for all the people in chat.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
What?
Who yanked her chain?
I didn't say anything.
I just said in chat. I didn't say her name. She's got a hearing problem. You need to take her to the hearing doctor, because she needs to have her hearing checked.
Yeah.
Alexa, schedule an appointment for yourself at the ear doctor.
Sure. What day and time?
Whenever you can get in.
What day and time?
Tomorrow, 2:00 p.m.
Okay, I've added that.
Yeah, I can do that, Randy. I can't believe is she actually going to make an appointment with the ear doctor tomorrow at 2:00?
It will if I set it up.
No, I'm not going to ask, Randy.
I have it set to like make emergency calls if something happens.
Yeah. But I think she needs to have, you need to take her to the ear doctor to have her hearing checked. How many times is it that we'll be talking, all of a sudden she'll pipe up, start yapping away without anybody saying her name?
Yeah, it went off earlier. Let me know that delivery came.
Yeah, I mean, that I can understand. But when nobody says her name and then she starts, yapping away, it's like, really?
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Layla. Watch that tail of yours.
Oh, and I still haven't gotten an email from Amazon's saying when they're going to be shipping out my new toy for the other garage. That one I think everybody's going to get a kick out of once it gets in and get everything set up. That's funny, Randy. Say, I don't have one. Now, Crystal does, but I don't. See, for me, if I want to know something, I go, hey, Crystal. I'll say, hey, Crystal, what's so-and-so? And she goes, how the hell should I know? Google it yourself. Yep. Well, Sarah, you got to admit, it's true. That's something she would say. Of course, before we started, probably about 4:30, we got started on making tomorrow's lunch and dinner, and then leftovers for Friday, maybe Saturday. We took one of those 10-pound things of beef out of the freezer and had it in the fridge getting thawed, and so got half of it. She cooked up half of it, and that's in the crock pot for making homemade chili. And then we're going to have that and make cornbread and everything. So we'll take chili and put it over top of the cornbread. Yep, she would. But she didn't, cook up all the beef. She's, like I said, about half of it. And the other half she's actually going to make into meatloaf for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I was in there helping her put everything in the crock pot. So it's on a slow cook and everything throughout the night. And every now and then go in there and just, kind of stir it up as the meat and everything's getting all cooked. Put in some Rotel tomatoes, chili seasoning packs. I forget what all else she put in there.
Sometimes I'll do it. I'll just throw stuff in the crock pot, and mine's got high, low, and warm, and I'll put on the warm setting.
Yeah,
So
we've got that on ours. It's we got keep warm, high and low. So right now she's got it on a keep warm, which is a very low,
yeah,
and everything. So that way it'll be, cooking for a long, it'll take longer, but that's fine. Oh, I did send her a thing I found on Facebook. Um, let me see if I can find it. She got a kick out of it. There it is. This is I was going to cook alligator for dinner, but I realized I only had a crock pot. Hey, Robert, how you doing? I'm doing good. Well, Randy, you got to quit putting damn fireworks in it. That way it don't blow up.
hi Robert.
But yeah, the hand's doing good. The hernia doctor from yesterday said everything's looking good. Just stick to instructions and don't pick anything up over to do not go over like the gallon of milk. Well, Randy, that's what you get when you try turbocharging it to uh, make it go faster. I didn't know you had one, Robert. Well, yeah, but Sarah, your hand's not as sore like mine, where you can't do anything with it. Or I can do very very little with mine, and trust me, very very little. If I can't really grab anything now. Say if I go from inside the house out here, and I gotta go shut the door, I'm actually getting the handle in between these two fingers here and pulling on it, but not putting a lot of pressure on them because they're still swollen. The whole hand is all still swollen up. Okay. I didn't know you ordered one off eBay. Well, you gotta give them a rest, Sarah. I don't mean 5-10 minutes. I'm talking about maybe 2 or 3 hours. Um, could be Randy. I don't know. It's something I've never thought about. I mean, I know we got ones around here that kind of got purple, bluish hue to them. I mean, it could be that. Could be uh, the lens itself. I got no idea on that. I've never even. That's something that's never gone from this side to this side. Kind of got stopped in between for trying to compute that. I mean, it could be the different types of gases in there. Could be different types of lens. Um, they could be using different types of LED lights. I don't know. Oh, Sarah, yeah. But you're the one that decided to do all that, not your hands. And of course, you did get a chance to take a break when you're sleeping, but then you're back to work next day, and then you come home, start putting them through all that again after work and after doing eating and stuff like that. Okay. So I think Robert's got it right there. So hopefully, Randy, hopefully Robert's got your answer right there. All right, so we got one crazy Canadian in here. We need the other crazy Canadian, Uncle Mark. So I have no idea where he's wanting to hide at. And Susan's missing. So
Probably dozed off.
yep. Um. Mimi, Road Runner. Hi, Randy. Have a good evening. Appreciate you coming in. But let's see. Uncle Mark's not here. Susan's not here. Who else are we missing? Jehu, I know. I have no idea where he's hiding at. We have not heard from our engineer of the day. I'm surprised we hadn't heard him trying to, out here blowing his horn. Yeah, I have no idea where he's hiding at because I sent him the link and everything. Okay. So Robert's the man to ask about, I guess, street lights as far as which ones, what the difference is as far as which ones have the different colors. Okay, Robertson, here's my question. What about the purplish blue ones? What about those? Because like I said, we got some of those around here, not the ones that have the yellowish orange or green.
Layla, you old brat.
What's she do now?
Got into something.
That's normal for her. Hey, curiosity's getting the best of her. Well, maybe you should have, Robert. Let's see. I know. Yep, I was gonna say, yeah, Bill Beckett. That's another one that we've been missing. So how you doing, Bill? I was just talking about people that usually hear in the chat and everything. That, like, where are they? Oh, and please, those that are watching and everything. Okay. Yeah, but Robert, I've got some out here on the highway that 10, 11 o'clock at night, they're still putting out that purple bluish color. So it's not just syrup, it's all the time they're lit. But what I was going to say is, yeah, please share it out and everything. Don't get the thumbs up because that'll help out the YouTube algorithm, as they're saying. But it's also the fact that, like I said, I'm 71 away from hitting 1,000 subs. And at that time, I'll be able to be fully monetized, which means I can get ad revenue, which that would help. Not much, but I'd be able to get that. But it's also the fact is that once I hit 1,000, oh, okay, really? Because we got some that say that we got several of them in certain sections of the highway. They've been like that for several months.
Oh.
Not just in one area, it's 2 or 3 sections of the highway. Anyways, once I hit 1,000 subs, the plan is to do a gift card giveaway. I'm not sure if it's going to be. I made up my mind if I want to do a $50 gift card, or if I want to be really generous and might do 100. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. Actually, you guys haven't made up my mind yet which one it's going to be. Like I said, once I hit that 1,000 sub mark and everything, shortly afterwards I'll be doing a gift card giveaway. It'll be on a live stream, and I figured that what I'm going to do is I'll do it the same way I've done all my others. Is the last man standing on the wheel. So I'll do a video and everything. Okay, well, that makes sense. But like I said, these here, they're staying the same color for a month at a time. And it's all in a section of about half a mile long, and on both sides of the highway. So it's like, I can't see that being something like what you're talking about. But anyways, what I wound up doing is I'll do a terminal. We're closed. Like I said, I'll do a video and everything, and I'll ask, it's like, leave a comment, something like that, and everybody that leaves a comment, stuff like that, their name will get put in on the wheel. Yeah, well, they could be right now. And I've got someone looking at me that I don't want. and crawling on my camera. And they're just off to the left of the lens itself. And the biggest problem is, got 8 legs. And it's seeing me move too. Yeah.
A spider?
Yep. Actually have a spider crawling around. No, it's back here. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Well, he didn't like getting a bath with some repel insect repellent. He didn't like that. He's actually on the back side of the monitor right now. Yeah, but that different style of Spider-Man is like that kind. No. Spider-Man I don't mind because that's 2-legged. But I got the 4-legged one back there.
Hi, Bill.
And probably about that big, totally about that big around. Almost 3/8 of an inch. So it's not a small one. It ain't a big one, but it ain't a small one. And he's brown. Kind of a tan color. It's like, I don't care. I don't want him in here. But yeah, like I said, I'll be doing a video after once I hit the 1,000 sub mark. So I'll get a video done. Thanking everybody that subscribed and everything, and then it's like, hey, leave me a comment. It's like I'll basically do it. No, it's not. No, not one of those. Those are about yay big. No, like I said, this one's only about that big around, probably 3/8 total. But anyways, like say thanks for everybody subs and everything. I finally hit the 1,000 mark. Subs and everything. Basically, like what I'm saying right now is like, hey, I appreciate everybody that subbed. Leave me a comment on this video, and here shortly I'll be on one of my live streams, be doing the gift card giveaway, and everybody that's left a comment, their name will be going on the wheel, and it's going to be a last man standing, because I feel that's an equal way to make sure everybody gets a fair chance. Instead of, say, there's 100 people on there, spend it one time only one person. No, because your odds of winning, are way astronomical. You're 1 out of 100 or 1 out of 1,000. Okay. To me, I feel like putting your name on the wheel and start by eliminating. It gives you a fair chance. I don't even know if it's still back there or not. Let's see if it. Yeah, it's still sitting there. It's not legged up. So it's not trying to do push-ups with the sky right now, but it might be. Now, I'll put it like this. If someone's got, someone got any other suggestions as far as a way of doing a giveaway, hey, let me know. Now we'll play like this. The only one main rule is if you're on the wheel, you need to be present when if you're the last person, you need to be in. That way I can get your information. That's the only exception to it. It's like you have to be present. It's not where, some people, they draw a name. It's like, okay, and everything. I'm trying to make it fair to everybody. Everybody getting cramped fingers? Nobody's wanting to write in the chat? But right now it shows I've got 4 people watching. I had 6 or 7 just a minute ago. So where's everybody hiding at? Got one out here with their car stereo wanting to blast. Get that loud bass boom going.
Yeah, someone had theirs going earlier here. I was outside. It was really pounding, getting me dizzy.
Now, I'm back over here at Harbor Freight seeing what all they've got. See, this is not bad. I mean, some of the stuff that they've got, like I said, that's one of the main reasons why I'm thinking about going with them. Now some of the stuff that they've got, yeah, I'd see about getting, but then there are some things that, nah.
Yeah.
I got their 12 volt, which I don't want the 12 volt. I want the 20. I know I've seen it. But they've only got, 11 pages? Um, dye grinder, no, don't need that. Let's say that's something else is Hercules, they actually have the deep cut bandsaw that's 20 volt. Like I said, that's something else about with them is that they do have stuff that Bauer doesn't. But now this is something else I may want to also, I may want to get in uh, the 20. I may go with the 12 volt also on for Hercules. Is simple fact of this right here. So let me present, share screen. They actually have a what they call a multi-voltage dual port battery charger. It'll do 12 or 20 volt. So if I want to go with the 20 volt system, and say they got something that's in the 12 volts also, all I gotta do is get that. I can get that tool and the battery. I've already got one charger that'll do both. It'll do either one. So that's something I like. So like I said, I'm not saying yes I will, but it's optional. All right, Sarah. Not getting a lot of people chatting or anything like that, so get your butt up here. Get your keister up on camera. And I'm not talking about Sunny.
My God.
Hey, DC, how you doing? No, I haven't. The only handheld router I've got is I've got the Cobalt one, but then I've got the Skill table one. And that one I just got not that long ago. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I'm wanting to. I've got it set up and everything, but I haven't had a chance to use it yet. See, that's something else I was looking at is if I go with the Hercules line, they do offer there's a Hercules router in a 20 volt. So I don't know. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I've still got it open. So let me see what all they offer. Now, are you talking about a handheld router, or are you talking about one that's going to get into a router stand, a router table? And are you talking about just a battery operator? Or are you talking about corded? Because now, one, I definitely would not say I wouldn't go with the Drill Master. Okay, so a handheld. Now, like I said, are you talking about, um, now you get, they actually have a Hercules one. Hey, there's Susan. She finally woke up from her nap.
Hi, Susan.
But DC, they've got one on here. Now they got the compact one. So let me bring that one up. It's handheld. So, oh, we thought you were because you're not here. That's why I sent you the message. Okay. Well, right now, if you're ITC member, which those that don't know what that means, that's Inside Track Club. Now they've got their little 7 amp, compact trim router, which is very similar to my battery operated Cobalt. You get that for $65, and it is corded. So you can get that. Like I said, they've got that right now. Let's see. Let me see what else they've got. I mean, I'd go that route. But now if you wanted the Bauer one, that's even a little bit better deal. Not much. I don't think it has as much going for it. Doesn't have I don't think it has all the accessories. Yeah, I know. That's silly. So let me get over here. Present share screen. Now it's 6.5, not 7, but they've actually got it on their spring Black Friday. Now, like I said, if you're Inside Track Club member, $30 for the Bauer one. And it looks like it is it's like their little one and everything, so you can go that route. Or if you're not, $60. Now the only difference between it and the Hercules one doesn't have the edge guide, looks like it doesn't have the same style dust collection system set up on it. That's why to me it's like, yeah, you've got the Bauer one, but I mean, I'd go with the Hercules because, like I said, you've got a different dust collection. Looks like to be a better dust collector. Plus, you've got edge guide that's adjustable. I say now, if you're ITC, it's $65. And I always say, if you're not an ITC member, you need to be because it pays for itself. Yeah, I mean, like I said, now I go that route. Hey, Woody.
Hi, Woody.
You still laying down some floors over there? That's probably why Woody's just now getting in here. Oh, Robert, those things are so damn nice, but they're also this right here. You can actually find some of those on Facebook Marketplace, and they're not expensive at all. I mean, I saw about 2 or 3 and everything. Oh, they're probably having it. I know right now they've got the starter pack, the battery and the charger for $100, and you get certain tools for free. I don't think the let's see. I don't believe the router was on that list. It might have been. Let me look. I take that back. Okay. DC, what they've got right now is if you buy the starter kit for $99.99, you can actually get the cordless, compact router for free. So they've got that. Now, whether or not that one comes with the edge guide, the better. It doesn't look like it's got the edge guide to it. Doesn't look like it's got the better dust collection system. It don't even show to have it doesn't even have a dust chute on it at all. And there's no edge guide. Doesn't look like it's even got one at all for it. So to me, that right there, no edge guide, no dust collection setup for it. Yeah, no. That's why to me, it's like, no, I'd go with the regular corded one. Because you got a dust port. It's got the edge guide. I mean, I've got that on my, I don't remember if I've got that on my Cobalt one. I know I got an edge guide. Okay. No dust port, but I do have the edge guide set up for it. Now, the only drawback is that thing is not lightweight. That's the advantage of getting the corded one, is that it's a lot less weight. Let's see. Let me get specifications on the battery operated. Okay. So for the battery operated, it's 3.4 pounds plus whatever the battery is. And you get the dust port, the wrench, edge guide, template guide, roller guide. That's quite a bit. Like I said, and that's on the corded one. No, excuse me. Okay, it does say it comes with an edge guide. Okay. And it says dust port. Well, I don't see a dust port for it. In any of the pictures, it does not show it's got a dust port at all. Where it's at, I don't know. I don't see one. Unless it's one that clips over in the very front, which I would not want there at all. Because I'd want to be able to see the where the router bit is. Unless somehow it clips on the side, but I still, that I don't like. Now, it's got a push button. You got, yeah, that one there I'm not that thrilled about, because it's basically an on-off button you have to push. It's not a little switch that you flip back and forth. I know with mine, let me get mine and I'll show you. Let me get over here and I'll show you the difference as far as what I'm talking about. Okay, on that one there, okay. See there, you've got the on-off switch where it says on or off. So you have to push that. Whereas on my Cobalt, on the Cobalt one, I've got it right here. It's just a little thing you switch back and forth. I like that better. And I'm pretty sure that's less than my weight limit. That don't even feel like it's 5 pounds. But yeah, true. But like I said, DC, that's, you know, I'm giving you options. I'm not saying you have to buy it. That's going to be totally up to you. So then let's, like I said, compare apples to apples. Okay, let's see what the specifications are. Okay, so it's 3.4 pounds for the brushless. Okay, that does not include a battery. The corded one, yeah, 4.5 pounds. So we're only talking a little bit over, you know, basically a pound more, and you get more with it. I'd go the corded one. I mean, for what you're getting, you know, I'm sorry, but, you know, I'd go with the corded. And simple fact is, it's going to be a lot easier. You know, you're going to have the actual edge guide to it, which the other didn't even show it having in any of the pictures. It's got the dust port, which the other one said it did, but it doesn't. I don't see any pictures of it having. I'd go with the corded one. And on top of that, if you ever want to, you can make your own router table and mount it to it and be done. I don't even know if they offer a router table. Yeah. Now, the only advantage of a battery operated is being able to take them anywhere. You don't have to worry about an extension cord and stuff like that. That's the one good thing about with the battery operated routers. Let me stand. So if you don't have a you know, if you don't have the extension cord, or say you got to take it somewhere, you don't have, you know, like say you don't have power, then yeah, battery operated would be the only way to go. Other than that, yeah, I'd just stick with the battery, the corded kind. Now they do not offer a table. There's no router table at all. Let me see if they've got one. Okay, so they don't even offer a router table at all. Yeah. All right, so then you wouldn't have to worry about that. Okay. So a battery operated one, not a problem. Now, say you're so you're wanting to do base, baseboards and stuff like that. So that means you're going to have to get bits, the router bits and stuff like that. Trying to remember when it was I got that. My skill. Oh, there it is right there. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is what, to me, this is what, I would suggest. Okay. Like I said, this is the way I wound up going. To me, I believe this would be a lot easier. This is what I wound up buying. Okay. It's the skill, it's corded and everything. It's got your dust collection system set up on it. It can be handheld. Or I've got mine actually mounted in the table itself, which you plug once you get the router put in there, it has a plug and everything, or a spot where you plug that in, and it's got the switch right there in the front, turns it on and off. Plus you got storage on the sides. Where is it? Like I said, it comes with 2 feather boards. I like that. It's got the dust collector on the back, and you can sit there and adjust the height. You got onboard tool storage on both sides of it. Man, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, I mean, which way, I'm just giving you options, DC. Like I said, what you do, that's totally up to you. But to me, if you're going to start doing that with a router, start making stuff, I'd go that route. I mean, it's not that expensive compared to all the others. And I've heard, and I actually bought this because they higher reviews on it. There's actually higher reviews on this compared to the Cobalt one. And I even saw one not that long ago about the Cobalt table saw, and it's like, yeah, no, don't get it. That's one thing I do know for a fact that, I've been thinking about getting another table saw, just one that's dedicated for nothing but doing dados on it, and so that way I still got my the regular table saw. I'm actually thinking about getting another skill one and having them back to back and everything. That way, say I've got one on one side, the one on the back side is for doing dados on, and the one like where I've got it now, have that one set up for nothing but ripping and stuff like that. So say when I want to run something with a dado in it, okay, fine. Go on the other side, put the fence on it, get everything measured up, run my dados and everything, drop the blade and everything down, and take the fence off, store it, boom, I can get back on the other side. But then that also gives me an outfeed table on the other side. And yeah, I'll be doing it, hooking up dust collection system on both of them, and having a put a wastegate for both. But DC, the only thing I'm doing, I'm trying to give you some suggestions here. Which way you go is gonna be totally up to you. I'm not gonna be twisting your rent or your wrists and everything, saying, here's what you need to do. I mean, you're a grown girl. Make up your own mind. Even though you are 5'1". But hopefully I've given you some insight on which way to go and some ideas. But just remember, ideas are like sphincter muscles. Everybody's got one. Some stink worse than others. Of course, Sarah knows all about that dealing with Sonny, because she's always talking about his. Of course, Arnie's always talking about Layla's. He always knows when she blows him a kiss. Well, isn't that true, Arnie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven must be in bed asleep by now, because he ain't even coming into the chat. Okay. Hey, DC, and believe it or not, there are a lot of videos out there that show you how to make router table. They even got some out there for the router table insert. What was it? MWA Woodworks. What's real funny is that he was showing about making one, and he's talking about a mistake he wound up making in getting his built. He forgot to take something into account, and it's like, okay, I better go get something else now. But yeah, I mean, I would go with that the Hercules. Let me find it again. Yeah. If you want something small, starting off, I would definitely go this route. That's what I would do. So, I mean, like I said, if you're not an Inside Track Club member, then $100. But if you are, hey, you're going to save $35. Now they've got this offer going till May 1st, or that's when it expires. So you got over half a month. To me, like I said, if I didn't have one and I was looking at wanting to get something, okay. So your dad's IT, so you can have, you go with your dad, pick that up at your local Harbor Freight, and go to register. And of course, hey, what's your number? Phone number. They bring it up on his, and they'll say, so it's he'll give it to them. You can pay for it. They don't care who's paying for it. I mean, Crystal was even gone over and gotten something for me. They just asked for the phone number, and I mean, of course, they know me, they know her, no big deal. But yeah, I mean, $65, and then yeah, you can build your own. You know, say you want a router table. There's people out there, they actually incorporate a router into their miter saw stand. I mean, they'll have like the miter saw station and everything, 2-3 feet over. Oh, boom, they got a router set up right there. I could do the same thing if I wanted, but no, I've already got a router table. May still do that. I don't know. I may use that one for, you know, for being the portability. I may, once I get my router, the miter saw station built and everything, I could put in make my own router little section in there on the same table. Don't know. That's a possibility. Because I have been thinking about having the miter station on one end and actually trying to see about having a radial arm saw on the other end. Okay, so there you go. So you don't have a problem with that then. Okay. So does that help? Does that give you insight as far as which way to go? And like I said, there's, tons and tons of different videos out there on YouTube showing how to make a router table. I'll admit that a lot of them are all basically the same. To me, I'll put my own twist on it. I'll do it my way, the way I want it made. Of course, now one thing I've been thinking about doing is maybe here in a few months, once I get this back to being normal and I'm back to work and got bills caught up and stuff like that. I mean, I've got some that I don't owe that much on a firm. Right now, the only Harbor Freight impact I've got is I've got that. I do have the Bauer 20 volt, the high torque one. I'm happy with that one. I mean, that one, and the main reason I got that is because yes, I do have my Cobalt one, but it's the small one they no longer offer. But I wanted the higher torque one, and so like I said, I've got the Bauer. Price wise, I cannot see myself getting the Cobalt one, so I got the Bauer one instead, and that thing had no problem zipping the tires off on my mom's car, or even putting them back on. I mean, you've got the Hercules high torque. I mean, now like I said, you've got your battery operated, you've got your corded. Right now, if I was to go and get a battery operated say a half inch or hell, even the 3/8, I'm gonna go the Hercules line. Some of the fact is they're offering 5-year warranty. Plain and simple, 5-year warranty on the tool. They got 3-year on the charger and battery. I'd go Hercules. And that's the thing that would sell me on it. Yeah. It's been a long day. You must have had too much to drink tonight after work. Put your glasses on. That way you can see the keyboard. But like I said, for me, yeah, I'd go with the Hercules. Yeah. To me, like I said, I'd go either to me, I'd go the Hercules route because, like I said, simple fact is, 5-year warranty on the tool, 3-year on the charger and the battery. Compared to, yeah, you could buy the Bauer one for less money, but then you're going to spending more money on getting the extended warranty to equal what you spent for the Hercules. And everybody's saying that the Hercules is supposed to be the prosumer, whereas the Bauer is your the home person. Or, yeah, Bauer's for your everyday Joe at home kind of tools. Hercules is out there like a professional. Now, one tool they do have out there, I've heard nothing but complaints on. That have to be the Hercules right angle impact.
Hello.
Hi, Crystal.
Looks like DC's the only one in chat right now.
Yeah, she can't type. She's getting her fingers twisted.
Oh, that's normal.
Yeah.
Hi, Woody's Garage. Robert. I'm not pronouncing the last one because my brain is not. My math ain't mathing today.
Yeah.
And Susan. And Bill Beckett. Why is this telling me to share a referral link?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And there's Robert from CBC.
Hey, CBC.
Yep, he's here.
Yep. I just got your mom to bed for the second time. Finally made me dinner.
Wow.
And after this,
I thought you were fixing yours after you got mine.
Yeah, no, brain said nope, not doing that today.
All right.
And I'm going to get my boxes in here and film a video after this.
Okay.
Oops.
Arnie.
Layla.
I thought we were going to go the whole 2 hours without hearing anything like that. Nope, went an hour and 54 minutes.
I'm just getting stuff off the floor.
He couldn't wait 5.5 minutes.
Oh, well.
It wouldn't be a live stream without Arnie at least doing it once. And we were just talking about that not that long ago, too.
Dog's mad at me because she can't make up her mind.
About what?
Where I'm going to be.
Whether you want to be in the craft room, bedroom, or the back room? Or the bathroom?
Pretty much.
What do you want?
If I'm in the kitchen, she can stay in the front craft room. If I'm back here, she can stay in the bedroom. And bedroom is bedroom. Bathroom is bedroom or other craft room. Depends on how long, on where she was at when I moved.
Right. So depending upon which room you're in, it'll determine which room she's in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then DC, I would suggest going Hercules on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think they even have that included on the Hercules deal right now. Okay, I know they've got the 3/8 one included. Okay, they do not have the half inch. But they do have the 3/8 included on the little starter kit. Unfortunately. Damn, that's something I didn't know they had. They actually have a Hercules 20-volt brushless, cordless, 2-stage vacuum.
Are you trying to get Blondie in here and give her some cheese?
So, yeah, that's something I didn't know they had.
Nope, she went and laid down in the bedroom and said to heck with it.
Yeah.
Even cheese, one of her favorite snacks, is not up to her level tonight.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Okay. That I didn't know it was that much, but let me show you what I'm talking about. It's like huge. There. Present. Share screen. Yeah. $250. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
But hang on. They're showing same thing. Let me scroll down here. Wow. That's a 3/4. Now that is the ultra torque one. Now here's something you could do. You get that starter kit for $100. He could get the 3/8 one for free. Then at the same time, just buy the 1/2 inch one, tool only, and it's $70. So that right there, you're getting a battery, charger, 3/8 and 1/2 inch impact, $170. I'd go that route. That would be a good deal right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not the high torque one, but I can guarantee you that one right there would probably do it. And like it shows, 5-year warranty.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, Layla.
So, and you still got, more, still more stuff you can buy. Because like I said, now let's say you want that 3/4 inch. Yeah, that's really going to be something. No, they even have that's 12 volt, but 1/4 inch. And an impact, but they also got it in a ratchet. All right. Well, hopefully I'm giving you some good ideas and everything.
Yeah, that's only a couple of months away.
Yeah. Hell, wasn't that long ago we actually had the gender identity day, April Fools.
Don't get into all that, please. I was having a good night. Do not ruin it. Because you will find out how hard the effing floor is.
Yeah, I know.
So, Scout will not share with you.
No. Robert, you talking about on Hercules? Hang on, that I don't know. You don't want to find out about a hammer drill. Well, let's see what. Let me see what options you've got. Now, if you're talking about just a regular hammer drill, talking about corded or cordless?
Probably cordless.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at corded, right now you get the Bauer 7.5 amp, half inch. It's $45, and that's their normal, normal price. Unless you're talking about the SDS style, which is okay. You want corded? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What about corded hammer drill? That's the only thing that they're, as far as a regular corded hammer drill, it's going to be the Bauer one. Like I said, it's $45.
That's not bad.
Nope. Looks like it's even got a depth stop and everything. So you got the handle, and looks like you can have that set up to anywhere. Then you got your little depth stop and everything. That way, you can go only down certain, as far as you want. There you go. You've got the corded one. But anyways, right now it's already after 8 o'clock.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm already at my 2 hours. So I'm going to close out my Harbor Freight page. And Arnie, you got any final words? That way I can get this shut down.
Yeah, I hope everyone has a good night and stay safe wherever you are.
Bye-bye.
Yep. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody that's come in here on the chat tonight. Like I said, channel wouldn't be what it is without you guys showing up. And I appreciate every one of you. Appreciate having Arnie here. For Crystal, she's always, welcome. She always shows up.
Better late than never today.
Most of the time she shows up.
If I don't show up on screen or, like I've got my avatar now, I will at least watch it. I may not comment, but I'll watch it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Monday she had an excuse. She had to be over at the church helping them out. Stuff Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So.
And we have enough Easter eggs right now. 55-gallon totes. I've got 2 of those in the living room. I would need another 2 because we have stuffed that many eggs, and we have been given pre-stuffed eggs. Now, Monday we ran out of candy.
I told her quit eating it.
Yeah, well, you need to stay out of my bag. But
I didn't have any of it.
The pastor opened the doors for me and one other lady because we were the 2 there right at 6. There was 2.5 bags worth of candy and a lot of eggs. We just started going. we got down to about half a bag. A bunch of people showed up, and he had gone and bought more candy. And then one of the ladies went and bought more candy. When we ran out of that, then we had the pastor's wife show up with eggs. She didn't show up with candy. She showed up with eggs. So we finished off all the eggs that we had there when we first started. Plus, we opened one package of the new eggs, and we ran out of candy. The only thing left was bunny tax candy, which is lollipops. Suckers.
All right. Well, like I said, that's the only reason she wasn't here.
Yep.
But like I said, I appreciate everybody coming in, and like I said, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, share this out. Like I said, once I hit 1,000 subs, I'll be putting the video out, talking about the giveaway. So I don't know if it'll, how big of a gift card I'll do, and it's probably going to be an Amazon since that's what everybody likes. So I'll probably wind up doing that. That seems to be very popular. So till next time, y'all, stay safe, God bless, and y'all have a good night.
Later.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, so.